When you taste 5,000 wines a year, your heart is in a lot of places. Honestly, my heart is in half a dozen different places around the world. But one piece of my heart, ventricle? Yeah. One ventricle of my heart is in Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Châteauneuf-du-Poopy, poopy doopy.
Châteauneuf-du-Doofy poopy.
This is like ground zero for me. When I'm feeling kind of like it's like chicken noodle soup, but it's wine. You know what I'm saying? You know how some foods are comforting? Huh? You know what I'm talking about. Some foods are comforting to you, whether it's a piece of pizza, whether it's just a great bowl of fried rice, whether it's whatever. This is like comfort wine for me. Had a rough day, raining outside, don't want to kick the dog, bottle of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. This is warm, fuzzy, feel good, gorgeous, delicious, complex wine. And a lot of you guys know that already. You buy a shit ton of Châteauneuf-du-Pape from us, and we thank you greatly for that. But today we're going to feature a winery that we shockingly haven't featured yet. And I don't know why. Because the work that Thierry Sabon does at Clos du Mont Olivet is fabulous. These guys are classic, great, old guard producers of Châteauneuf-du-Pape, staunch traditionalists with an eye towards modernity, right? There's not like chickens and pigs running around the cellar, huh? This isn't like Bonneau's cellar or Rias or something. But these wines capture that same mystique, that same beauty, that same mojo as Chateauneuf, which is yummy, rich, juicy, full-flavored wines with an eye towards elegance, with an eye towards your thought process spins towards Pinot Noir, right? Not to Syrah or Hermitage or Zinfandel or Shiraz. You think Pinot Noir when you drink the wines, but just the yummiest, tastiest, spiciest effing Pinot Noir you ever had. And that's Chateauneuf, and that's Clos du Mont Olivet. So the Sabon family's been at it since 1932, long time, kids. They own great, great acreage. And the thing is, they own it mostly in the north and the east, which if we were going to barrack for two of our favorite places in Chateauneuf, we're talking northeast. From that Bois-le-Zone area, kind of like the border of Bois-le-Zone over by Vieux-Julien, into our Grand Veneur, Cortezon, that area. And as you work your way around the clock, you get in the area where like Clos de Caillou, La Croix, Pégot, that area. The 12-3 in Châteauneuf-du-Pape is probably our kind of ground zero area for the great stuff. And in that, you also have Pignon, you have Rias, all those juicy, yummy, delicious things are in there. They own bits and pieces throughout this quarter of Châteauneuf-du-Pape. The lieux-dits are like a who's who, right? Mont Olivet, La Croix, Bois-Sénesseau, Bois-Dauphin, Pied-de-Beau, Bosquet. These are really, really famous sites within Châteauneuf-du-Pape that produce really exquisite wines. And the regular Châteauneuf-du-Pape here is an absolute stunner. No new barrels here. It's what, cement? 70% older foudre, 27% cement, 3% older barrels, but I'm guessing that 3% is going to be the Syrah here. There's 10% Syrah in the blend. 75 Grenache, 10% Syrah, 9 Mourvèdre, and 6 others. Those others being Cinsault, Counoise, Vaccarèse, Terret Noir, Picpoul Noir, and Muscardin. Yeah, right? This is just friggin' great Chateauneuf. Follow the Chateauneuf. This stuff's awesome. And it was only when we tasted it again the other day, when Tris and I were in here tasting, and the rep brought it in, and we were like, gee, Diet, how have we not done something with this producer yet? So here we are, we're doing it. No, I'm not going to say it. Facebook will kick me out. But I know what you're thinking, what I would say. The wine's delicious. Let's leave it at that. Wow! And the cherries. This one has that raspberry, that Kirschy raspberry thing fading into cherry. And you almost get black cherry in the finish here, which I love black cherries. And black cherries are in season. Man, I eat them by the basket load. And here we have that cran raspberry fading the black cherry in the palate with baking spices, cinnamon stick, some forest floor. Exquisite balance here, man. I love friggin' Grenache. I even love Grenache more when it's supported by its delicious friends. Cinsault, Counoise, Vaccarèse, Terret Noir, Picpoul Noir, Muscardin. It's like the Super Friends. Super Friends powers activate. Form of Chateauneuf. Good golly. It gets scores every year, 94 points this year, I think, from Dunnick. But the point is, if you just want to taste great Chateauneuf and not spend a ton of money, the Clos de Mont Olivet Cuvée Tradition, whatever you want to call it, Cuvée Classique, is the place to start. What a gorgeous, textbook, yummalicious Chateauneuf for the money. We had a pretty good price for you, actually. We negotiated a deal. We bought a chunk. We can sell this to you for $39.98. So $39.98 for a great tradition Chateauneuf. Check your Chateauneuf pricing out there, folks. It's going up. Try and find gear under $50, $55. You know, that's legit gear, not like co-op swag. This is legit gear of the highest order. Good gravy. Thank you, Thierry Sabone. I'm heading to Chateauneuf in June. I think I'm going to swing by this place, man. This is going to be a fun swing, man. He's going to have some older gear, I bet. Yeah, I'm doing that. All right, I'm going. You should go too. Click buy, subscribe to our newsletter down below. Click the more button and then see the subscribe link. Hit that so you can get our daily email offers and videos straight to your inbox. You need that in your life. If not, at least subscribe to our YouTube channel. That'd be amazing. Oh, and buy this wine. We did.